my program is to promote helmet use and safety among equestrians. So when you ride, do you wear a helmet?
Yes, I do.
Why do you wear a helmet?
I don't know. I was always, whenever you get on a horse, you wear your helmet, just in case you fall. It's always there to protect you.
Well, was there any sort of have you ever fallen off?
Yes, multiple times.
Have you ever hit your head?
Yes.
Have you ever had a concussion?
No.
So would you say to someone that's like just starting riding that they should wear a helmet when they ride for this reason?
Absolutely, yes.
Or do you think it falls down to personal choice?
I mean, to a degree, I think if you're, you know what you're doing, you're like an experienced rider, you've been riding for years, it would be more okay to not ride with a helmet, but I always think you should ride with a helmet, just because there's always that chance where you could fall off and you could be injured, or you could not due to your helmet.
And what do you think?
I think that you should always wear a helmet, no matter what your experience, because you never know. There could be a freak situation where you fall off and hit your head, and you could crack your head if you don't have a helmet on. But if you have a helmet on, then the helmet would take more of the fall than you would.
So what would you say to someone that tries to say that it doesn't matter whether or not you wear a helmet? That there's danger either way, but they think that you shouldn't wear a helmet because you could hurt your head more.
While wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
Well, I would agree that there's danger either way, but I think if you have a correctly fitting helmet, then it would take more of the impact than your skull, because there's been evidence of people falling off, and they show pictures where their helmet has been like completely cracked open, but if they hadn't been wearing their helmet, then that could have been their skull.
So every time both of you ride, do you always wear a helmet? Is there any point at any time that you've gotten on and not worn a helmet?
No.
Is there any what is your reasoning behind it? Is it what discipline you ride, or do you think it's something that's been ingrained?
Well, ever since I started taking lessons, it's always been like principle that you always wear a helmet no matter what, because anything can happen. But also, I do hunter jumper, so it's just kind of like tradition that everyone wears a helmet. Like I never go to a show where I'm at the barn where someone's not wearing a helmet. Like my trainer won't let me on a horse if I don't have a helmet on. So.
Does she wear a helmet when she rides?
Yeah.
Do you have when you compete? Do you see people that don't wear a helmet?
Yeah, all the time. My family does barrel racing and gymkhana shows, and pretty much no one wears a helmet there. They either wear a regular baseball cap or nothing at all. But I always wear a helmet.
I know in that side of the world, I know sometimes it can be seen as taboo because of it being a speed event. What do you think could be done to show them that, taking that extra 2 seconds to put a helmet on before they went for their run, whether barrels or poles or anything like that? Do you think there's anything that you could do to promote more helmet use?
Yeah, I don't know, I would show them, what Jenny said, the scans. I don't know, that had its impact on me, and I think it should have other people too, so they can see what would happen if you didn't have your helmet. I think it would send a positive, powerful message to them.
So if we had, in the state of New Hampshire, if the state of New Hampshire passed a law that anyone under the age of 25 had to, by law, you're supposed to wear a bicycle helmet and technically you can be fined for not wearing it, do you think that could help? In your personal opinion, do you think it could help promote more people, especially kids, where I'm sure you've both seen, I know I've seen it, that they put little kids up on the horses and sometimes, they're on a horse that's can be great, and then there's horses that, you know, can decide to do whatever they want. But do you think that from that side, do you think kind of having to force people would help? Or do you think it's just kind of, we are where we are and there's only so much we can do without that person having to make that decision on their own?
I think it would help to an extent, like definitely with people under 20, the age of 25, having them wear a helmet. I think it would help that, because they have to, and because people in that age group don't wear helmets, so I think it would help like a certain percentage, I would say. But then like once like you're older, you like don't care. Like I think people just like disregard the rules, so they're not that age, so they can just not wear a helmet.
Do you agree? Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.